AoE CC, not exactly able to pick up multi-mans. Sure, you can land a double balloon ultimate, but that's a little bit limited. And sure, you can get a double updraft, but that's...
Yeah, getting outranged in the mid lane is definitely going to be an issue. But right now, I imagine you don't want to be dashing on the lanes too much unless you have tabs on where Twig is. Anytime that Bastet can show up, you really don't want to have that evade and punish not down, just to be able to dash away from that, obviously. But something I do want to zone in on here, Variety is going for that teleport as Ron takes a lot of damage.
Yeah, Genetics just stepped up a little bit too far, and there's the combo that Nox is going to bring to this support role. It's not going to do a ton of damage. We're building support options here, but it will do a little bit nerfed.
It was completely really strong at the beginning, and then they said, you know what, this is a little bit too much. People are dying for them consistently, so it got nerfed. It's still very powerful, especially if you're going to put it on your support, give them a little extra DPS. As Genetics goes to the sky here, we're going to see an engage.
You also see the pull onto Panitom, who leaps away to safety, but falls into Netroid's ultimate. Nice little pickup for the Kings here, finding some aggression towards the Leviathans now. And we'll see if they can continue to pressure here. Red buff is up on the left-hand side for Kings and about to come up for Leviathans too. But Genetics really trying to get this obelisk online for the side of the Kings and should be able to do so here. But Zap is around again, finds the ricochet, fractures away, does Genetics, but straight into the waiting clutches of Rongyu and Shinto. And a kill for that, is it worthwhile, is my question. Trades out his beads, but as we just saw, you know, in mid lane, Big Man Tings did use his beads too. So two different carries then on two different teams that may be under threat around this Gold Fury. Rongyu takes a bit of damage here. Netroid trying to step up and gets pressured. He has to beads away. Kitty Cat pulls in Panitom. Panitom links back in though, keeping the pressure going, but he should fall down to Genetics' basic attacks. And Tings at the same time does manage to bring down Shinto, who was late on that rotation, trying to stay at range. Kings find 2 kills.
It really seems like there's a bit of a communication diff there. Panitom wanting
just going to keep an eye on that top. Sure, he fell early on, but he's still going to be an impact from range, as you can see there. Now 3-2 on the score lines, a slight 1000k goal lead for the Kings. If we look towards the dual lane, and Zapman is overextended here. Didn't realize Genetics are wrapped around the back. Drop your Suns Lab, but drop your health bar too. Grayscale should be coming through because Twig is still chasing the block from Rongyu, keeps the cats alive, and Rongyu nearly did everything he could to keep Zap alive with the shell, but it wasn't good enough. The Kings find another kill. Everybody's always on track of what the builds are, so a lot of people tuning in today will be very much focused on these builds going, what am I building and the roles I'm playing? Zap under pressure, remember, no beats, no Aegis, and now no life, as Variety will get credit for the kill, using that teleport here to rotate to that side, but they've left Big Man Tings exposed in mid lane. A 1-for-1 trade across the map, 2 carries down. And where the action's going to be next is probably the Gold Furies. That primal is up soon as Genetics rooted in place again. And this CC chain from Shinto and Rongyu paying dividends so far.
In the early game is trying to get pressure, but it looks like the Leviathans are going to be posturing towards this Fire Giant. They recognize Netroid is still in that duo lane, and they're going to go for a pull.
Yeah, but look at that. Netroid's in base right now, so this is a 4v5 at the Fire Giant, and they're bursting it down relatively quick. Variety goes to Shinto, tries to keep him busy from trying to secure the buff, and King steal away the FG. It looks like Twig did his duty, but he'll fall down for the pleasure of it. Still, though, Variety and Genetics walking forward. They've left Big Man Tings exposed now. He does have Fire Giant, but they can't do damage to Yorko at this moment in time. Netroid drops the ultimate down, trying to keep Yorko out of the fray. And now Netroid versus Yorko. Yorko's one hit from death. They will not continue the chase. Instead, what's going on? Tings is just going to be left to deal with this one. The rest of the team heading towards mid lane.
It looks like Yarkor is going to try to escape here. No way. BMT is going to clean that one up.
Look at Variety, though. Yeah. Just on the back line here, trying to push in 3 members of Leviathan's back. What a great little play from the Kings, and it really stems off that FG steal.
Yeah, it seems like they really thought they had the damage to burn that one, as Variety with the Frostbound Hammer is just going to double the damage of anyone on the map, but it looks like those 5 waves are not pushed up.
Look how quick that FG went down there. There was no chance for Leviathans to even turn around and re-engage, and now they're on the back foot again with a full Fire Giant available for these guys. Twig goes in, gets a good route on Rongyu. Rongyu under a lot of pressure here. He will fall down to the trucker horn of Big Man Tings. Meanwhile, Genetics is dunking on down, bringing Netroid with him as Variety continues through towards Zap, and it's Zap and Panitom against the whole team of the Camelot Kings. Zapman doing his best to buy as much time by falling away from his Phoenix line, but I think the damage has been done here, Trelly. There's only Panitom left left alive to try and defend as the Kings march on with a fire minion wave out left towards the Titan.
Yeah, they're not going to need the minions here. Obviously, Variety just disrupted the back line. Captain Twig makes sure to they were not able to get to base there because of this Bastet chasing. So just great play by the Camelot Kings, making sure that the Leviathans could not get back to base after
the Kings that is the same level of secure that the Leviathans are bringing. Pierce the Veil from Kleena or Morgan Le Fay's just straight up damage output should be the best objective secure on the map right now. But something that we had talked about, the objective burn for the Kings.
Cleanse to avoid some of the extra damage and CC that's going to come through from Panitum.
Yeah, it seemed like Panitum was trying to silence out that Giddy Up if it was available, but obviously was not. You're just going to be looking at more of a slap fight in this duel lane.
Definitely.
With Nith really start going for this Gilded Arrow as we see a possible solo kill.
Great work from Yarkor there on that right-hand side. Basically, ult used, and Variety was trying to hold his ult there, more funny enough. I do feel like by how far he was positioned forward there, even with his ultimate, Cthulhu at full health would still be able to tower down. Comes Netroid too, but Netroid has no ultimate for this. The dash from Zatman gets caught by Genetics, followed by the hammer and the beads. Ultimate used to prevent some CC immunity and hope for a bit of luck, but he's in trouble still. He will get back towards Shinto though. Here's Zap. Can he get enough support? Zatman is slipping the noose right now, and Genetics doesn't want to give this one up, as on the right-hand side we've got a 3-on-2, or making a 3-on-3. Big Man Ting's late to this fray. Rongu into his ultimate. Variety leaps away to safety, and Rongu's one hit from death, but Twig gets annihilated by the combo of Panitum and Yarkor. A kill on the right-hand side in favor of Leviathan. What can Panitum and Rongu do? Will Panitum be able to steal this one away is the question. They do! And now with that, the Kings have to turn tail, and Genetics is very, very low. He's going to transform and buy some time, but the damage is there as well from Shinto. Whipping over the wall. It's still not enough. Great hammer from Genetics, and he is back towards the tier 1 tower. No one here to support. Will Leviathans die? Rongu going to go in, looking for the kill. Needs some support here, Genetics, and gets it. Netroid and Big Man Tings round the corner. Will at least return some damage, but Genetics does fall as Leviathans get a Gold Fury and a kill.
You have the absolute, but now you have a lead pretty much everywhere right now.
And on top of that, you just see Zap steal away the purple buff from Camelot King's side of the map. Red buff up soon, and Leviathan's starting to get more control on this left-hand side. Meanwhile, Twig, who starts to the right-hand side, has done a perfect pin using the kitty cats to keep Shinto surrounded, and that's the danger for Morgan Le Fay when there's a Bastet in the jungle.
Pool here, but it looks like Captain Twig might be looking in a little bit of destruction here as Rongu is rounding the corner.
Really feel a difference though between the two teams in these obelisks. So Genetics has been camping that one from Leviathans all set long, it feels like, where Rongu not really paid attention. Rongu needs to pay attention now though, as he's under a ton of pressure, surrounded by multiple members of the Kings there. They take him down, did exhume quite a few ultimates though, as a leaping from Genetics towards Shinto will force the beats. Variety wants to continue chase, but after using the ultimate a little bit earlier in that solo lane, won't have it available to continue on. Rongu for Captain Twig.
It's just way too hard to really survive an all-around ult right now.
5-on-5 now as the army of Leviathans march forward. Blinking from Yarkor, he looks towards Big Man Tings, forces the disengage immediately, and will walk away from the ultimate from Oleron. Still though, the damage on the backside not enough as Variety jumps on in towards Zapman. Twigs alongside him, the focus on that Medusa, who gets a great shell off from Rongu to keep him alive. It's Variety's health bar that diminishes thanks to Shinto. 5-2 and a one-man advantage. I don't think Leviathans can look at FG though. The health bar of Zap just too low here.
Yeah, they do have the HP if they want to try to heal up here, so that's going to be off cooldown pretty easily.
Not the easiest one to do on Kleena though, is it? Because she can just jump in a wall if she gets in danger.
Yeah, they were trying to see if maybe they could catch her out. Obviously the beats, that is a small win here as Zap posts up way too far, and he's going to have to get the juke shoes out.
Yeah, well, he avoided most of the damage from Big Man Tings, but he won't avoid the damage out from Twig, and the ultimate will not buy him enough time. Twig finds a nice little kill. That'll relieve some pressure here of Leviathans.
They just haven't been able to match the amount of penetration you need to shred through a pick like this. I mean, Yarkor is feeling unstoppable at the moment.
Yarkor going to get hit by the hammer, immediately uses his ultimate, realizing he's being collapsed on by multiple members of the Kings. And look at that health bar shred down, though. We said he's tanky. That's a ton of damage. Genetics preemptively ulting here, looking to maybe re-engage onto the backline and present a bit of a threat. This could be a rush of the Kings to go for FG here with that ultimate being used by Fafnir as Variety goes to the backline, looks at Panitum and gets the beats down. Still though, Leviathans are here in numbers as the FG now started up.
We still have Shinto's ultimate available. That's going to be a lot of range. Petrify is also down, but it looks like he is
going to use
knock
it. Up! from the FG caused so many problems, and Shinto going to get himself a double kill. Now left in no man's land is big man Tings, who forced a Yorkor, and Leviathans are routing the boys of the Kings. As now the detransformation from Genetics falls off, they don't even care about an FG right now. I like this play. Go for the Phoenix first of all. Can they end off this? I'm 50-50.
I think they're going for the end off
Really?
this. It's just Captain Twig who's going to try to stop them here. They still have Panatom's ult available. These Veils are going to be so much damage. Twig did get a pot here. He's going to try to stall them as best he, but he's gone.
What can he do in that situation? Down he goes as soon as the knockup comes through from the Dragonfly Shinto, and now the Titan does fall. Leviathans in one team fight around an FG where it was... Funny enough, it was Yorkor that was the one getting picked there in that little skirmish. Turns into Leviathans grouping up and going, yo, we can roll them.
Stops you from using Bludgeon. You're not fully channeling that. It's probably going to make you max out that first or third ability, the Scourge, more likely first. But yeah, look, this Bakasura has completely stopped me, man.
It broke your brain.
Yeah,
I can
I'm
see the sparks.
I'm just trying to figure out what the game plan is for this composition for the Kings if they fall behind. Obviously, they're not planning on falling behind, but... Bakasura is just so dangerous a pick, and you're lacking so
little
much.
protections here, little there, but it looks like Genetics might be trying to catch Zapman out here.
And Zapman will have to use the beads after the ultimate from Netroid connects. The tail end of the beads consume that Spirit Ball there that was on the mark and would have stunned out. And Netroid using the battle a little bit there between him and Zap. And you actually saw Atlas trying to get into the fray, but Twig's on the scene a little bit earlier, and Zapman should end up falling down here to the Spirit Ball at Genetics. And Camelot Kings pick the pocket of Leviathans, who were caught out of position themselves. They also lose a tier 1 tower.
High and drive many times, so I think he did what he could. But Varieties here, looking at Shinto, has the Frostbound.
Shinto does a good job of transforming, though, and managing to use his CC immunity to peel away and not have to consume the beads after the Eagles rally. Now Variety a bit far forward here, surrounded by 3 members of Leviathans. Paniton round the corner too, and Variety just bit off more than he can chew. The rest of his team is nowhere to be found to support that engage, and, well, that's the pain you take. Great play, though, individually from Shinto there to recognize he can just use
here, as the Leviathans recognize that they're going to try to 50-50 this, or at least bait someone in.
Yeah, but Zeus is still in the mid lane right now. Oni Fury down to half health. In comes Genetics trying to drop down the circle of protection. Eagles rally from Variety to Spirit Ball through, but Leviathans get the Oni Furies. Variety takes out Wrong U. Yorkor very low in this engagement, but so is Captain Twig, who got to the backside. He'll escape, and the Kings get away.
Oh yeah,
but
the percentage pen specifically is going to be helping out a lot, but Variety was in the back line the whole time.
The Eagles rally Spirit Ball after the fact on Shinto too, but Shinto's fine, as now Camelot Kings try to fall back towards their tier 1 tower. They know Zapman and Yorkor are on the way, and it's Tings left on an island. Great shout, but it's not enough to keep him alive at the moment. Genetics, who came in to support his mid laner, ends up falling too, and now a window opens up for Leviathans to look towards the FG, or maybe a cheeky pick in the jungle.
This is why we've seen that sort of hybrid Zeus build.
I'll be honest, the Tomaku going down there tells him that someone's around that corner, and Panitom senses the danger potentially. Zapman getting low. Twig coming in with a regurgitate here, looking for the damage on Zap. He uses a great Aegis to buy time, but it's not going to be enough. Twig gets a double kill. Shinto, meanwhile, does take out Twig, and Netroid, who was trying to solo the FG, will not get it. It's Leviathans to secure it, but what can Variety do against 3? The bludgeon off the marker. Shinto leaps away, and Shinto gets himself a double kill. A delayed fight there overall. Did Netroid make the right call going for FG there, did you feel? I saw you shaking your head a little bit.
I just found it very odd that he by Shinto and, you know, the Veils from Kleena, so looks like Genetics might be caught out already, though.
He really is. Drops the circle protection on himself, and Wrong U with the support of Paniton will annihilate, but Genetics manages to CC chain and dump his ultimate down, taking out Wrong U. Support for support off the table. Relics were consumed by Wrong U there as well, which could come into play, but Panitom's found a window and Variety here. Knocking down the health bar won't be enough for a kill. Good news is, though, if you're a Kings fan, Variety does have that teleport to get back in the fray, but Twig also eats a ton of damage from Panitom at this level 20 now, and Leviathans with a kill on Genetics there, 1 for 1. They've got the opportunity to look at FG once more.
Yeah, Variety does have the teleport available, and it is going to come down now. The Eagles rally is the only ultimate on the Camelot Kings.
Too quick, this.
Yeah, I think it's going to be burned too quick unless... Nope, Tings can't even find the chain lightning.
It goes Variety, though, with the blink. Looks for the Eagles rally, too late to the party, but he does get a good stun on 2 targets and did get the beads out of Shinto, but now Variety's health bar is melting. Finally, Tings gets in the action with a chain lightning. It won't be enough damage from the detonate to get a kill on any target. Instead, it's Variety that ends up falling down. Now Shinto's on the march, trying to chase him down with that minion in tow, but out of range is Twig at the moment. FG on 4 members of the Leviathans.
Yeah, Variety had to blink at that exact moment or would have been put in combat a little bit late on the steal attempt, obviously, but it looks like Phantom sort of knows that
Still
Twig's
hunting.
around here. Yeah, it's not going to let this Bakasura free farm and push with the Golden Blade. I think Phantom's going to try to
just uses
chase him
leap.
down here, and he has found him. This could be a 1v1.
But Regurgitate's available for Twig as well, and I tell you what, if that's available, Twig will show you the power in the 1v1 with a Bakasura. Now, Leviathans with 4 members in mid, marching on down towards Netroid, who gets all in by Yorkor, but good defensive use of the relics to keep himself topped up. Camelot Kings hold the line. Spirit Ball will connect on your core. No follow-up damage available, though.
That they have the numbers advantage. Twig is just going to
trouble.
keep pushing. He's got the Golden Blade, but it looks like finally they have collapsed on him.
And the slow from that Medusa ult will be enough time, but Twig going to go back in and try and take the 1v1, realizing Yorkor was wrapping around the back. Now we've seen many of the Leviathans, though, heading to that left-hand side to deal with Captain Twig. It does open up that tier 1 in the course of the game, but so far for me it's been more to do with steals than anything else regarding objectives. They've turned the tape. Left-hand side, though, you can see Twig. Great stun from Genex to try and buy some time, but he is on his own still here. He's too far forward, trying to live, just trying to get some vision. It's bought time for Captain Twig to get a tier 2, and now he's on a Phoenix line here. Can he go for the Phoenix is the question. No one basing just yet. Tel'Alliance, Panitom on the way, and a teleport also being used by Yorkor instead to get back and defend, and that's opened up window 2. Now Genex back in the fray, but Netroid's been left on his own on an island on the right-hand side. Falls back towards his team. Blinking mid lane from Panitom, though, gets 2 kills as the health bars and variety of Twig are just too low. Now Leviathans march down the right-hand side. They don't even need minions at this point. Shinto feeling it and goes in for the knock-up, gets the beat out of big man Tings, and Genetics now under pressure too. Pulled back in towards the team. Medusa ult connects, but it's not enough damage for the kill. He'll still find it with the basic attacks, though, and the farm fest of the Phoenix begins. The Phoenix on the right-hand side now under threat. And that was just 1 by 1, like dominoes, they fall.
I don't think they're going to be able to end here. Big Man Tings is the only member of the Camelot
Let's go.
Kings that could defend against this. There's a Lightning Storm available. There's about 3 targets, but he has to waste it so early.
And he's going on Shinto, who does have aggro from the Titan too, but the Titan will not be enough to bring down Shinto. Now pulled in his Big Man Tings. The Titan is slowly falling, and the world champions here are going to defeat the Camelot Kings 2-1 at the tail end of this one in just over 30 minutes.
That was a great play by Shinto, making sure to get that Lightning Storm down so they could end, but also Panatom making sure to continue the chase so that they could make it. We don't even need Fire Giant at this point. I'm going to get 2 low health targets, get a double kill. Now it's a 5v3, and Variety gets